And we're back. Welcome to my new setup. Welcome in. I'm going to do a quick audio check. I do have Misbehaving for 3. So Misbehaving is up first. Give me one moment. I do want to cleanse the energy really quickly. I hope you guys like my new setup. I have a couple different Halloween setups this year. We'll see how it all goes. Dia, welcome. All right. So I'm going to give it just a moment here. And I actually want to light some Palo Santo. I got to tell you guys, I'm going to make a post about this. I'm going to make a post about this. And I don't even really, I'm hesitating because I don't want to really get specific and it's going to be vague and I don't want to piss people off. But yeah, the moon's in Cancer right now. Things, I don't know if anyone else is feeling it, but things feel very heavy right now. And I feel like some of the astrological forecasts, people are like, oh, these eclipses are no big deal. These eclipses are no big deal. These eclipses are a huge deal. And what we're about to experience over the next year, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer because I am not I'll be the first one to walk out in the street and, be taken. I'm ready to go to spirit, whatever. But I want you guys to brace yourselves for some rough times. Okay. And I'm going to make a post about that, I think, because I'm already feeling this energy and my intuition has been off the charts this last few days and I haven't even been doing readings and it's really intense energy. I got Misbehaving for 3. I'm sorry. I don't want to scare you guys. Is it okay for me to talk about stuff like this? But I want you guys to keep your people. If there's people you love, keep them close to you and be there for people as well. Be there, support people. Don't let people struggle and be alone. Now is the time to lift people up, Give me one moment. I'll be right there. I'm just lighting some stuff over here. All right, Archangel Michael, please bless my new setup. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greater good of all. And so it is. All right. Welcome in. And you can hear me? Perfect. All right, we got Misbehaving up first. Welcome in. Make sure you guys like the stream. If you're called to donate, let me know. Welcome newbies in the house. I hope you had a great trip. This feels good, so I'm going to stop here. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you like the stream. All right. Donations do take priority. And I'll do free at random if I get caught up on donations. We never really know what's going to happen. And let's do the damn thing, shall we? Misbehaving, help me help you. I want to know which one is which. Give me 1 second here, babe. So for you, oh, the general, I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, cool beans, cool beans. All right, we got Misbehaving up first for 3 questions. Your first question is, who is M and why did they message me? Spirit, who is M and why did they message Misbehaving? Who is M and why did they message Misbehaving? Queen of Swords. Prince of Pentacles. We have the Sun. We have the King of Wands. And we have Death. You know what I am picking up on? This is going to sound really weird. But this is what I'm picking up on. I feel that this is a female, okay, that may be trying to impersonate a man to see how you will react. And this could be because they are romantically involved with maybe somebody from your past, or they're wondering, this person is trying to, this is really weird. You said weird. Yeah. So we have the Sun here, King of Wands. We have the Death card. This is somebody in your past that's like dead and gone. Yeah, we have the 4 of Cups and we have the 7 of Wands. Here's the scenario that I'm picking up intuitively as well. 4 of Cups, 7 of Wands. I feel like this is a female who may be impersonating. I don't know if they were impersonating a male or what, but I feel like she could be dating someone that you've dealt with in the past, and she reached out to you just to see like how you would respond and what you would do. I think that for whatever reason, she's a little delulu and thinks that you guys are still like involved or something, and is just trying to like get a vibe check on you. You said it was a girl on the account. She said something about her boyfriend. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is someone who is trying to just get a vibe check on you, but it's really creepy. And it's also, I don't really think accurate. Like, I think that she's someone who's really like insecure and in her head, and she's just like, she's a little toxically obsessive with whoever it is she's dealing with. Okay. Spirit, what other information can I give? That's crazy. That is freaking crazy that you verified that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It just means, listen, it just means that my intuition, I will freaking tell you what, guys, this week, if you want a freaking reading, I am off the chain, and I don't even want to toot my own horn, but there has been weird stuff going on. First house, North Node, and Virgo. Someone could have a Virgo placement that you were dealing with. This is someone that you were fated to clean up karma with in this life, not the girl, but the guy, whoever this was. And I also feel like, you know, North Node in the first house, this was reclaiming your independence over this person. So I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Dang. Do you guys love this fabric? Oh my gosh, isn't it great? All right, we're going to do a general reading. Give me one moment. I will be right back. I'm going to sneeze. All right, guys, let's get into it. All right, Misbehaving is up next for a general reading. I'm going to use my tarot of the Hidden Realm. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's get into it. Oops. We're having a hard time shuffling. So I feel like, I mean, I know I do struggle to shuffle, but I feel like this has something to do with you. Give me 1 second. I think you're having a hard time making a decision about something. Let me see what else we have here. Spirit, please help me deliver a general reading for Misbehaving. What else do you have here for Misbehaving? Okay, I have another weird one for you. They're showing me you jumping on a trampoline. I don't know if you have one or if you go to like a trampoline park or if you've ever done that. But I think, I don't know if you're getting back into like a fitness, but I see you doing like pretty vigorous like workouts. I don't know if that's something that you have been getting into or that you're wanting. You said I have one. Okay, very interesting. Thank you so much. I think that exercise is going to be a huge thing for you to ground and center yourself, because I feel like there's some decisions coming up that you're having possibly a not difficult time with, but you're more so like, which way should I go? Which way should I go? And the one thing that you can do to ground yourself every day, thank you, Rhoda. The one thing that you said, I have been, oh my gosh. So, and I don't know if this is something that like you've gone in and out of phases, but I feel like this is a phase for you because you can control what, and I'm not a fitness guru over here, please. I mean, trust and believe. Okay. I'm just saying, I feel like, yes, Michelle, absolutely. Go right ahead. I feel like, hold on 1 second. This is why I can't open my eyes. Give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a fitness guru, but I think for you, this is a message specifically for you. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. I don't give health advice, but you are someone who in this season of life right now, you can control, what you are consuming, whether that be food, water, entertainment, media, news, whatever that is, as well as like what your fitness is. And that for you is very grounding and helps keep you feel in control, because, and not in a bad way, because I feel like there's some things in your life that are a little bit up in the air right now that may feel like they are out of control, even though they're not, because it's all in divine timing, right? And whatever routine that you are in right now, if it feels good to you and it's sustainable, keep doing that. Okay. You said, yes, that's so crazy. I told you guys, if you want a reading, this is the freaking week. This is the freaking week. The Magician. Okay. Two of Swords. Exactly. That's my decision card, right? We have the Page of Cups. I also feel like I think that you need to forgive yourself a little bit. You said exercise is the only way that I can ground myself. Thanks, newbie. We have the 10 of Wands here. Yeah, because there's some type of stressor on your back. There's some type of thing that, like, if you sit in your head for too long, it bothers you. Look how beautiful these cards are. I know that this is really busy, but I just love these cards. We have the Fool, the Hermit, Ace of Wands, and the 10 of Swords. You are going through an extreme transformation, and the way that your life looks right now, I feel like by January is going to be vastly different. I really could go on and on about this reading. We have the Fool and the Hermit. Every decision moving forward, and I feel there is a beautiful reclaiming. And that first reading I did for you, when we pulled that North Node in the first house, I want to talk about that in this reading as well. There is a reclaiming that's going on for you where you call the shots, you get to make the decisions and be selfish for yourself. And people think that selfish is a bad word. It is not. you do not have to sacrifice yourself for anything right now. You are essentially a free agent. The Fool and the Hermit, you're going within. How do I want my life to look? I actually have time to kind of figure this out. Maybe I want to burn it all down and start over. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. There is a major transformation, and I feel like you might move, and you may also have like a new job, but there's going to be a couple, at least 2 different aspects of your life that are going to be very, very different. I don't know why I want to keep saying January, but this is, we have Saturn. I know you're a Pisces. We have Saturn transiting Pisces right now. This could be aspecting your chart. I don't know what else is going on in your chart right now, but there's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom that's been bestowed on you, and you realize that you are in the driver's seat. You don't have to make decisions anymore because of a partner or some type of obligation. You are a free agent and you get to do whatever the hell you want to do right now. And this is a very empowering reading. Okay. What else do I want to talk about? I literally feel in my mind's eye, I literally feel like spirit is knighting you. I feel like spirit is knighting you. I know this is he's got all his chest hair out, this magician, right? But I almost feel like spirit is knighting you. See how she has this sword across him here, and they're saying like you now have the authority and you are a free agent to do whatever the heck it is that you want to do with this magician energy. This is powerful. Magician, Fool, the freaking Hermit, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. This is like, let's blow it up type of energy. And it's not the Tower, because it's not like it's unexpected. It's like you get to just. And I also feel like if you're beating yourself up for something, you need to stop and you need to forgive yourself. And maybe you even have a moment where you actually like write yourself a letter or something and kind of forgive yourself for maybe you're beating yourself up for things that happened in the past before you were this free agent. This is an interesting reading. Okay. Ace of Wands. I mean, this is like, let's freaking go. Like, you're inspired, and you once, like, especially, here's the thing I'll say to you. If you feel like you don't have all of the information yet, you said I've been hard on myself. If you feel like you don't have all the information yet to move forward and like light it all up and blow it all up, it's okay. That information is coming about where it is you want to land, where it is that you want to go. Okay. Do not stress about that, because the information is going to come in sooner than you think about what your next steps are and what your next chapter is. Does this make sense? We have Venus and Taurus in the 4th house. There could also be someone wanting to connect with you romantically. This is really interesting. You said I've been big or go home, go big or go home. Yeah. The other thing I see for you is I don't even know where you are right now. You don't have to tell us. I'm all about privacy. But I almost feel like you want to move somewhere. But I feel like there's someone who wants to connect to you romantically that you might have to leave behind. And I don't think that they want that. I just want to throw that out there. I don't know. Even if it's like a newer connection, I want to pull from this rose deck for you, Spirit. All right, up next I have Misbehaving for one more, and then I have Rhoda, and then I have Michelle. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, today is a great day. Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. And so this is a huge theme that's going on right now in my personal life. And I don't want to trigger anyone. I don't want to offend anybody. And you guys know how I go off on the masculine all the time on this channel. But here's what I want to say. Okay. Sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. If you are with a masculine or a masculine wants to connect with you romantically, is he honoring you? Is he protecting you? Are you doing all of the emotional, physical, and spiritual labor? Is he bringing something to your life? Or is he riding your coattails and dragging you down? And I think that is part of why you're beating yourself up. And trust me, many of us women have been there. There's on occasion, there's some women who have some really nice guys. I know some of my friends have connected to some really great men, and that's awesome. But for a vast majority of us, there have been these, parasites, I will say. And I feel like maybe you had one of those attached to you in the past. We have the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. Yeah. You have a beautiful future in front of you. Okay. I want to pull more from here. Sacred union. Beloved within, inner and outer relationships. Your relationship to yourself is changing right now. Inner call, soul led, the mystic, and living. Yes, living courageously. I'm actually just going to keep pulling from this deck. This is you moving forward. You call the shots. You get to do what you want and let the chips fall where they may. And if some dude wants to hitch his wagon to you, he can follow your ass. Okay? You need to live out loud, and you need to live the life that you want to live. Oh my God, I could go on and on. Seven of Swords. Yes, paving your own way. And we have the Hierophant. You are being spiritually protected and spiritually led exactly where you are going. And the Seven of Swords, when I feel like this is like a personal reading, I don't necessarily think that there's bad people around you, like the, tricky type of Seven of Swords energy. I feel like this is you paving your way, paving your life for yourself, by yourself. Okay. What else do I have for you? We have the Thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication. I do see a lot of protection around you as well. I actually just wanted to pull this card here. We have Held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. I think your guides are really protecting you right now. And you may feel that around you, because I feel like you may have the courage to take some big chances in the very near future here, towards the end of the year. This other card that popped out says plant yourself here. But I honestly feel like I didn't mean to pull this card, but this is more about like, you get to choose where you're planted now. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. You guys know it's going to be one of those days if I'm ranting like this already. Let me see what else we have. Okay, question number 2 is, whoops. Oh yeah, I'm in a mood today. Something came over me this week. I don't know what it is, but I'm just I'll have to see. I probably will only do readings Friday or Saturday if the energy stays like this, because I don't know how much energy I can really put out, honestly, with how intense I'm just getting information right now. It's really, really intense. All right, your next question is, thank you for your patience with me. How is my creative project with C going to go? How is my creative project with C going to go? How is my creative project with C going to go? How is my creative project with C going to go? Uh-oh. Don't worry, I know I get a little... Here's the thing. I think that you guys have different visions. I have a King of Pentacles on one side and the King of Swords on the other. These are very different energies, okay? And so what I will say is make sure that you are being... I feel like you're the King of Pentacles and they're the King of Swords. And doesn't matter the gender situation here. The King of Pentacles is someone who is... I want you to think about this project from all angles. And I think that you already are. I think that this is worth doing. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. I feel like it will be enjoyable. We also have 10 of Cups down here. So this is not all bad. But I want you to be practical. If you guys are expecting income, I want you to be really practical about that. I think it'll be worth doing. I think it's great experience, but I also feel like you guys may want to do things a little bit differently. So you guys will need to clearly communicate with each other, or else there may be some type of creative clash that happens here between the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Overall, I do feel like you'll work it out here. We have the High Priestess, 10 of Cups. Because of your beautiful Pisces energy with this High Priestess here, I feel like you are someone who is led based on your feelings, your emotions, your gut intuition, and they are very much like, I want it to look this way, or I want it to be this way. And it's like, is this really practical? Like, is it like, can we actually feasibly do this right now? So I just want you to look out for that and make sure that you're not the one bearing the burden of all the work. I don't know that it's going to be hugely fruitful financially in the beginning, but I feel like, I don't know if that's the goal either. You said, it's my brother, we clash. But I do feel like there's something here it's worth doing. And make sure that you're willing to come to the table and work it out and not just walk away and let it die. Because I do think you guys can do it. And I think you guys can have a lot of fun and enjoy doing it. Okay, we have Cancer in the second house and Mars. Yeah. So money, I feel like, Mars and Cancer is not the best placement. And so I feel like, money shouldn't be the main drive. I think the main drive for you guys is to have this creative experience together and learn from it. And I think a lot of passion projects can surprisingly turn out like financially profitable, but maybe that's not how they started in the beginning. It's more for fun. Yeah. So I feel like you guys will have fun with this. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. You are live. What a surprise. Oh, thanks, G. All right. Up next, I have Rhoda and Michelle, and then maybe G. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Okay, Rhoda, you are up next, girl. Thank you, Miss Behaven. All right, we got G after Michelle. And then Rhoda's question is, where are you, girl? Thanks for coming back. I'm glad I didn't scare you away. What part of my shadow am I not seeing correctly? We're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe. That's the perfect deck for that. Give me one sec. All right. Rhoda says, what part of my shadow self am I not seeing correctly? Thanks, newbie. Thumbs up for newbie, guys, for keeping our list going. I so appreciate you. Oh no, I left my water outside. Oh well, I'll go get it later. Rhoda, okay. Let me know if you're here. And if not, no worries, you can watch the playback. So one of the things that they're showing me is it's important for you to put yourself in other people's shoes. And accept things the way that they are. And know that there's nothing you can really do about the past. You can only stay in the present and move forward as well. And so I feel like, I don't know if you, so here, let me give you an example. Let's say you have a friend, and this friend wanted to express something to you. I've actually done this. I've been on the other side of this, so this is the example I'm going to give you. Let's say that you have a friend and something happened and they really wanted to talk to you about it, and you hurt their feelings and they wanted to talk to you, but instead you were, and I'm just giving you an example here, okay? No worries. I feel like, and I'm not trying to call you out here, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but this is what Spirit's showing me, so I'm just going to deliver it. So in this scenario, I don't know if you have a tendency to get defensive or like shut things down, but I really think part of your shadow self needs to be open to hearing other people out, even if you don't agree with them. Let me see what else is coming up here. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can talk about gossip, and that can go either way. This, I don't know if you are, and again, I'm not sure, you asked the question, I'm not trying to be like shady or like call you out here. Listen, we all have a shadow side to us, and that can be hard to look at. So I'm seeing we have gossip here, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So this could be you feeling like defensive. You said this makes sense. This could be you avoiding something. So like something comes up, or if you are confronted, maybe you're not everyone's good at confrontation, right? Maybe you're confronted with something and you want to run away, and you're like, I just want to check out. I don't want to deal with this. And I'm going to go pretend this isn't happening. And I'm going to go, Seven of Cups is a Neptune card, which can even talk about delusion. And I'm not saying you're delusional, I'm just saying you're trying to check out and do anything, all of these other cups, all of these other things, except for that thing that someone confronted you about, okay? So I think being open to what other people are saying, and because here's the thing, and listen, I'm just a cat lady on the internet. I'm not a coach. I'm not a professional. I'm not a counselor. Please see my legal disclaimer. Feel free to seek resources if you want to. But here's the deal. The more you prolong when someone, I love it. Yes, thank you. I don't ever want to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm a Cancer moon, and I want to be nice to you guys. But I'm a Scorpio at the end of the day. So here's the deal. it's better to, so I think what Spirit wants you to do moving forward is to handle things head on. Because the more you kick the can down the road and avoid, and run away into the woods or whatever Edgar Allan Poe is doing in this deck, the more you're going to have to like shove it down and avoid it, shove it down and avoid it. And if you were to have handled it in that moment, even though it feels uncomfortable and it makes you feel like you want to, you know, disappear and shrink away and just dissolve away, if you, and so maybe that's something that you could journal about, is that like think about some of these circumstances or some of these issues, and maybe like think about like what is your, like how can you keep your side of the street clean, and how can you make it right if someone confronts you about something, and handle it in the moment so that you guys can move on, or do like a quick amends or apology and like move on if one is owed. Yeah. And so I think being able to stand up straight and not shrink and take responsibility for certain things, I think is going to be huge for your character moving forward, honestly. And you can't, you know, regardless of what happened in the past, I feel like this is something you can do moving forward. Yeah, the world, you don't want to do that anymore. This is coming to a close. You're a new version of yourself. You're a stronger version of yourself. The Two of Wands, yes, and that's the planning, like I said. So let's say if you're anticipating something coming up, or like there's an elephant in the room, or there's something hanging over your head, I feel like you could start planning out like this way. When you're confronted by the situation, it's not as difficult. There are going to be situations thrown your way where you do have to think on your feet. But the more that you stand up for yourself and handle it in the moment, the better. Every time you do it, it's going to get easier. We have Temperance. Yeah. And this is, yeah, evening yourself out and not being afraid, handling, you know, taking life day by day as it comes, and not trying to go to extremes. Like you don't have to get defensive, but you also don't have to run away. You can try to talk about it and just say, you know, I'm really sorry that happened during this time. And like, I don't want to ever do that again, or whatever it may be. I don't know. Yeah, the Six of Wands. I think that there is a lot of healing here for you. And I think that if you did this, it would speak volumes to the people in your life that are wanting to, you know, come to you and come in and try to work through things and ask some questions. Because I think there's some questions about you. And I think that people kind of wonder what's going on with you. And I don't know if you just like ghost or you just go away and withdraw here. But I feel like there's people, this could be family, this could be friends, but there's people who are talking about you and they're like wondering like what's going on with Rhoda, and like you're kind of checking out, or maybe that you did in the past. So I feel like people have some questions, and I think the sooner you handle this head on, the more you'll get used to it and you'll be able to become more comfortable with it. True to myself and learning to express that in a healthy way. Yeah. And your feelings are valid to you. So if you tell them something and they don't like how you feel, then they also need to be an adult and stand up and take that. It goes both ways. It's not just, you're not, you know, Two of Cups here. Yeah, I think that I think you'll be able to salvage and patch up some of the relationships in your life. And then we have Eight of Wands. This is clear-cut communication. I shut down even physically. Yeah, I mean, and that happens. Spirit, what other information can I give to Rhoda? I have, 8th house. Oops. Virgo and Saturn. Yeah. Saturn in the 8th house. You can't just People want information from you. This is really interesting. Saturn in the 8th house. It's almost like you are being forced to come out of hiding, Saturn in the 8th house and Virgo, and answer to something. Really interesting. You brushed it off to anxiety. Yeah. And I'm someone who deals with, and I have dealt with some pretty intense anxiety in my life. And there's ways you can, try to work through that. Spirit, give me some more advice for Rhoda. It can take a long time, but, Spirit, what other information? What advice should we give? What does Rhoda need to know about this situation? Hard work, commitment, and perseverance. Yeah, and maybe it takes you a few times to say what you want to say and feel more confident doing it. We have flow. See where it takes you. You don't have to force anything, but if the opportunity strikes, and then, we have happy endings here. So yeah, and we have the 6 of Wands. So I actually feel like there could be a big transformation for you in regard to what I'm talking about here. Like, you really could turn things around and possibly repair some friendships, relationships in general. Spirit, what else do we have for Rhoda? We have protection. We have rest. You and your loved ones and possessions are safe. You've been working hard. Take a nap, get some rest. Time to move on. Let go of the old and worn out so the new can come in. And that we have the world here as well. So it's like the end of a cycle. It's like the end of you doing this behavior. I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. You're being pushed to confront whether you want to or not. Yeah. And even if you don't, like, is it once you confront it and it's over with, it's going to be a huge emotional release because you don't have to hold on to it and think about it anymore. It's just done. You know what I mean? For sure. All right. Up next, I have Michelle. Michelle is up, and I have Michelle's question in PayPal. Give me one moment. I got decks on decks over here, just flying around. Thank you, newbie. You are a freaking real one over here. Okay. We are busy today. I'm going to do last call for donations because I have a few more readings to go. So I'm just going to do it now, and I'll be back soon. I don't know. I'll come on Friday or Saturday. I just, energy has been really intense right now. And so, yeah. Oops. Thanks for jumping on today, guys. Okay. All right, Michelle's up. My question is, will October be a better month for me? Feeling heavy and having a flare-up. Spirit, pray every day for me. Oh. I'm just reading this to myself. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right, so we got Michelle up next. I'm just going to pull Michelle's name up here. All right, freebies are closed. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just get really busy. All right, let's do it. Do you guys like my new setup? I love this fabric so much. Okay. All right, Spirit. Show me the energy for October for Michelle. She's going through a lot. Show me what the energy for October is going to be like. Her birthday's coming up. We have death. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Fool. And we have, ooh, okay, we'll take her. We'll take her. There we go, Queen of Wands. Perfect. Love. All right, Ace of Pentacles at the top of the deck, and then we have the Seven of Wands. Well, I think some of this is going to start in your own head. And I don't mean that oh my God, I hate that when people are like, oh my God, it's all in your head. No, honey, it's not in your head. It's not all in your head. That's not what I'm saying here. But I feel like the change for you is going to start with a mental change first. That's what you're going to feel first before other things start to change for you. I want to look at your question one more time. Will October be a better month for you? So, and I know I don't get into medical stuff, but there is a huge transformation. I think if things feel really heavy and things are falling away from you, I dare you, though, to challenge yourself because, you know, as we know, as I teach on this channel, I try to, the Eight of Wands is, and I love that this is my traditional deck here, this woman is not really bound. She can walk away from the sword. She's not pinned down. It's not really tied up, right? And so she can walk away. Hey, SB, she can walk away when she wants to. And I think once you get over the mental hump of what it is that you're dealing with, then you're going to be able to break free and look at what comes next. The Fool, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Okay? There is forward momentum. So to answer your question, yes, I do, entertainment purposes only. I do think that you're going to feel better to some degree, but I also feel like it is important for you to continue to get your rest. But you're putting in the work. There's forward momentum. You're feeling better about yourself. And I also feel like there is, I know we kind of talked about love a little bit. I don't even really want to focus on that right now because I'm not necessarily seeing any major changes there. However, if you were, there could potentially be like an Earth sign Knight of Pentacles coming in. But I just feel like I want you to focus on yourself right now so that, you know, to get through this stage of life or this season for yourself with the eclipse. I feel like there's something coming, but it might not happen in October, and that's okay. But I feel like there could also be a stroke of luck here with the Queen of Wands and Six of Wands around your birthday. There could be some type of good news or like financial incentive or something positive that happens. Even with the Chariot can represent transportation. So this could be like a vehicle or possibly like a trip somewhere, but it is still going to be important. Just because you're feeling better, I think you're going to be feeling better than you have been, but I still don't want you to go like balls to the wall so that your body, I want you to give your body time to rest here. Again, entertainment purposes. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. Please see your primary care physician. We have the moon in Capricorn in the 5th house. And you know what? I feel like by the time the eclipse hits, you're going to be like, I don't even care about romance right now anyway. You know, Capricorn moon is tough. One of my besties is a Cap moon. I love my Cap. A lot of my Cap moon friends are just tough cookies. And they, you know, they can be flirts and they like to have fun, but like, that's not the goal. It could be, I think that the way that you're looking at romance might actually shift and change a little bit to be something that would be more of a fun distraction than like a Disney movie romance. And I see that kind of shifting in your attitude, which is kind of funny here. But yeah, things are going to change, things are going to transform. And I think that you realize that some of it is starting with a change in perspective from you. And you're like, oh my gosh, like, actually I have this, it's almost like a light bulb moment too, where you're like, hold on, I can do this, or I can do that. And it kind of like, there's a lot of forward momentum. So yes, October is going to be a better month for you. I didn't mean to do that because I have more for you coming. Spirit, what other information does Michelle need to know about the month of October? Up next, I have G and then SB. I'm going to close donations after this reading. Make sure I can get through everything. All right, we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? That's actually what I wanted to say. I think that, look how beautiful this card is. I feel like I want you to ask yourself, like, are you holding on to something from the past where you're like, man, if I could just get back to whatever, or if I could just get back. And it's like, no, baby. You have a lot of positive influence around you here. The Chariot, the Queen of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Like, there's forward momentum. There's positivity. There's way more positive ahead of you than behind you. And I want you to, stay in the present, focus on the future, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. I do think that you are going to have a happy future, no matter what the, I'm going to pull these ones for you. Regardless if there's, I hope that you find a little hottie over here, but I think that your attitude is changing when it comes to the romance stuff. Awaken, however that resonates for you. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. Live in this world as a dreamer. Create a future paradise. Yes, and that's what I see you doing. That's really, it's like creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Like what I was saying, you have a really beautiful future ahead of you. To conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. So when it does come to your healing journey, physically, spiritually, emotionally, whatever, make sure you're listening to your intuition. And I'm not saying that, like, just make sure that you feel like the path that you're going down is the correct one, because I just want you to keep that in mind. Because there might be a new method, or you may question something that an authority is suggesting that you do, and you may choose another pathway of healing, if that makes sense. However that resonates for you. Again, not a doctor. Please see your primary care physician, doctors, all the people who are professionally licensed in your area. Okay, we're going to move on to, we got G and SB, and then we are closed. Readings are now closed. Do. If you guys want to book a private reading with me, now is a good time. My intuition is on fire. I'm not trying to. I scared myself this week, to be quite honest with you. And I'm kind of channeling stuff about like the state of the world and stuff. And I might make a little post about it. I don't know. We'll see. All right. G is up next. I got G and I got SB, and then we are out of here. Okay. G says, what messages does my spirit guide want to share with me? I'm going to use this dark and creepy deck for you, G. Make sure you guys like and sub. I'll be on Friday or Saturday. I'll put up a timestamp. Thanks for jumping on this pop-up. I had a minute and thought I might as well pop in. I know I'm kind of nervous too. You know what I mean? Because I'm not, I think we need to buckle up. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for G? Let me see. Hold on. Let me sit here. Ooh. You have a male spirit guide stepping forward. And he practices the same faith that you do. And he's saying that he is very proud because I feel like you're a very obedient person. And I don't know if that's part of your culture or part of your religious beliefs. But there's something about just being like I just feel like you are a very honest person and a very obedient person. And I think that there's a lot of your spirit guide has a lot of pride in you for the way that you show up in the world. We have the Two of Pentacles. I think that this particular guide, hold on, he is flooding my freaking, hold on. Okay. Whoo. Okay, this is too much. All right. Okay, sorry, that's about me. That's not about you. So I'm really sensitive right now. So the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, I feel like this guide has been with you throughout multiple lifetimes. I feel like this is someone that is connected to you. I feel like you are also a very spiritual soul. So you are someone who, this is more just about you, honestly. So I'm just going to roll here. This is someone who helps you with your intuition as well here with the moon energy. They help you with your intuition, your practicality, and your generosity too. I feel like you're someone who's very generous, and these are qualities that you've had throughout many of your lifetimes. And I also feel like you are helping to heal humanity. You're helping to heal the vibration of the earth by being this very genuine, intuitive, obedient, and generous soul. You said, I'm different. Whatever you believe, he believes the same thing. Is the point I was trying to make. Six of Swords. This is really, I'm feeling very intense right now. Give me 1 second. I want to give you some other information though too here. I feel like this is really interesting because I have the Two of Cups, and I don't want to come off in a way, I don't want to be misunderstood when I say this. I'm hesitating to say this. You have what I would call a soulmate relationship with your spirit guide. And I don't necessarily, good, there's only 2 people on here. It doesn't mean that like you guys have this intense love affair, but there is a very, when I say intimate, I just mean a very strong connection that I feel like you have had through multiple lifetimes with this particular guide who's coming forward. Because we have a perfect match here, the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. This is someone who, this particular guide, I feel like is your main guide. He's been with you the whole time. He will be with you the whole time that you are here. And there's a lot of this is a male guide. There's a lot of protection around you as well. And I feel like, I know that you have gone through a lot this year, and there have been moments of like worry, and even whether that be financial, emotional, or whatever, or like having a lot of anxiety about the future. And I feel like he is not going to let you fall. Okay. And so I know this sounds weird because this isn't like a I know a lot of people romanticize these romantic relationships and he's the perfect guy and blah, blah, blah. But what I'm telling you is this spirit guide is making sure that you are taken care of, like emotionally, financially, career-wise, like all of it. And he does not want to let you fall. Okay. He's going to help you navigate any changes and help you move towards something that is, whether you stay at this job or not, he's helping you navigate to the next, you're navigating out of the hardship that you are in. We have Six of Swords into the Emperor, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. This is real. You said my twin has not incarnated in this lifetime. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. I don't necessarily believe in twin flames, but I will agree. That's what I'm seeing here. We have the perfect match in the Two of Cups here. Okay. So I often say, I don't have a romantic partner, but I feel like spirit is my everything. Spirit is my everything. Spirit is my father. Spirit is my significant other. Spirit is my everything. And spirit takes care of everything for me. And I feel like that this guide, I'm not saying this guide is spirit. I mean, believe what you want to believe, but I feel like they act in a very similar way where they're never going to let you. I think that you are too precious of a soul. And I'm not saying, I feel like everything I say is just going to sound wrong and people are just going to like come after me because it's like, well, isn't everyone a precious soul? Yes. I'm just saying, I think that you have a special karmic contract with this guide and they are not going to let you fall. And I mean like career-wise as well as financially. You are going to make it through. You will transcend. You will transform. We have Neptune and Aquarius in the first house. Yeah. You vibe. You even said in this reading, you said, I am different. You are different. Neptune and Aquarius in the first house. You do things the way that you want to do them. And you may be someone who is misunderstood. I'm almost feeling emotional because I feel like this guide knows you on such a, you know what I'm saying? Like it really is a soulmate type of energy. Three of Wands. And Temperance. Yeah, this isn't your first rodeo, and I don't think it's your last rodeo with this guide either. Okay. Yeah. I want to start, I don't know, I need to really check my boundaries. I want to start crying, but I'm not going to. Thank you, Spirit. I need to meditate or something. We have career. Yes! This is what I'm talking about. When it comes to your career and what's going on right now, he has got your back. Whether you stay where you are or you go somewhere else. We have well-being. He's got your back. And I know you're going through some stuff right now. And we have, here he is, spirit guide. Boom. This is more confirmation for me. Thank you, Spirit. I want to pull from this. I feel like this has been a heavy reading, so I'm going to go over to a fluffy deck real quick. All right, SB is up next. SB, go ahead and post your questions. I rolled the Astro dice, right? Did I? Did I roll the Astro? Yes, I did. Okay. Sometimes I forget. We are ending soon. Hit your notifications. You'll be notified next time I go live. If you want to book a private reading with me, all my information is in the description. Set your sights higher. Increase your standards. Expect more for yourself. Don't settle. He's not going to settle. Divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. I think things are going to get better for you, my friend. And I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. And he's behind you and he's supporting you through this entire situation. I will leave that with you. G, thank you so much for coming over here. I appreciate you. All right, SB is my last reading today. And SB can go ahead and post. Everyone's feeling the pressure. Okay, so you have 2 questions. Got it. Okay, give me one moment. Un momento, por favor. People still think I live in Arizona, and it's really annoying. Girl, I'm going to go watch that Demi Lovato documentary. Give me one second. I just want to... I'm doing pretty good. Energy is really intense right now, and so I'm having to take... give me one second. I want to stand up really quickly. I'm doing good. The energy is just really intense this week. And I'm feeling really sensitive. And my readings are really off the chart, like off the chain good, but it's just I don't know. I don't know. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You said I see. It's all good. Okay. Okay, number 1, general advice for the next 4 weeks. Been feeling pressure with life's obstacles. Spirit. Show me advice for SB for the next 4 weeks. You need to gather more information first before you act. Hold back. Things aren't as bad as they look. Things are not as bad as they seem. And you may say, they seem not good. I actually feel like this could be some type of blessing in disguise for you. So just wait. Wait something out if you can for just a little while longer. You'll be able, wait until you have all the information to make a complete decision here. Queen of Pentacles. This could have something to do with money as well, or you moving on or leaving a situation with the 8 of Cups and the Chariot. 10 of Wands. Has to do with trying to help him. A great team that's helping me. Yeah. So you need to gather a little bit more information before you can make a final call on this. And it does. I mean, you're not. I want to validate how you feel. Like this feels like a huge burden. You're carrying all of this. But I think that this is all going to. You may. You will come to a conclusion that you actually feel very good about here with the King of Cups, 10 of Cups, something that makes sense financially. And I actually feel like you are going to move in a new direction, but that direction, that option may not have even been presented to you yet. Does that make sense? I'm going to take this down so you can see the cards here. I don't know that that option has been presented to you yet. You're starting over you're starting over with something new or somewhere new with whatever the situation is. So you said it has to do with your kid. So maybe you're taking him somewhere new or you're trying something new. However that resonates here, let me see what else I have here. 10th house, Scorpio, and Mars. I also feel like work might be really demanding on you right now. New doctor, new medication. Perfect. I'm not a doctor, entertainment purposes only. I also want you to be mindful of things. I actually feel like things at work are actually going to be pretty good and money looks stable, even though we're in this like crazy economy right now. And I feel like overall you're feeling good, but I think things may look worse than they are, or there's some type of blessing in disguise here. Gather all the information. I will also say, make sure that you are getting enough rest. Cause I feel you said, oh yes, good. Yeah. I feel like work is going to be really demanding right now for you. Spirit, what other information can we give SV? Nothing is wasted. Yes. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. So here's how this can look. Even if, let's say you were entertainment, I don't do medical readings. I'm just giving you an example. If you guys were going to a doctor and you spent time there doing XYZ, that even though you decided that's not what you wanted to do, that time was not wasted. You eliminated that option. Okay. Life is speeding up, and I do see that. I think the time is actually going to fly by very quickly, despite Mars getting ready to station. Transformation is beautiful. Yeah, so you are going to move on to something different and new here. You said, girl. My boss annoys me, but it's a good setup for now. I mean, that's pretty relatable, my friend. Spirit, what other advice do we have for SB here? Yeah, I mean, and you know your kid better than anybody else, right? That goes for children, pets. It's like we have to advocate for them, right? Right? Yeah. Happy endings. Flow. I'll crack up if we put, and we have hard work, commitment, and perseverance. I shuffled this, I swear. And I pulled the same cards I did for Rhoda's reading in a different order. But yeah, happy endings, flow, hard work. Yeah, let it flow. Don't force anything right now. I do think you're going to be busting your butt, though. I mean, this is a really cool deck. I'm glad I got this. All right, go ahead and post your next one, baby. And bust my butt every day. I just think things are going to be busy, but good. Maybe there's more money in it for you. That would be nice, right? I reached out to Payman and Olive Branch. We used to talk. We don't talk anymore. We agreed on companionship. How will this connection go? Let's take a look here. SB. Can I get real with you right now? I don't want to offend you. Why am I so sensitive today? It's Moon and Cancer, that's why. Can I get real with you about this question though? Because we're gonna get into it. But I want to say about this situation. Agreements are good. If it feels natural, right? I mean, there's value in talking things through. There's value in talking about boundaries, all of these things, right? But I pulled the flow card out of that guidance oracle deck as one of the last oracles. And as long as, like, it's hard to plan. I'm having a hard time articulating this. When it comes to healthy and positive relationships, these are things that sometimes just flow and just happen because things are very compatible. You said, I need a friend and we get along well. Perfect. Okay, great. Or maybe you kind of had to establish that it was just going to be friends if it was more romantic prior to that. Then that makes sense. Okay, understood. But let's see. I just want to say that, like, you know, if it flows, it flows. Great. We both agreed to companionship. How will this connection go? 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 4 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's like you can't. It's going to be something that you just kind of have to wait and see. But you came to me for a reading, so I'm going to tell you. What's going to happen here? I don't think that I wouldn't expect a whole lot from this person. And I don't know if they just can't, even if you guys are friends, I just feel like the 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands, like, is, even though you guys are compatible to some degree and you get along, it's not enough, I don't think, here. And the Queen of Swords is like, you know what this is giving me? We had an agreement here. I thought it was going to go this way, but it's not going the way that I thought it was going to go. So now I'm annoyed. Now I'm upset by this. I don't want you to have any expectation, because when you have a friend or a companion or a lover or whatever the relationship is, there's a give and take, right? And the Star, this is something that would have to grow over time. It's not just going to, like, magically happen. Yeah. And then we have Temperance, which again talks about flow, going with the flow and evening things out. I think you're going to find out relatively quickly if this is something that is going to, if this is something that is actually going to last, because I feel like if you guys are trying to say, like, we're going to have a friendship and this is how our friendship is going to look, and then when you start living in that friendship, so I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense at all, but it's kind of hard to do that. You kind of have to, like, live it out and see if you guys are compatible in that way, and if it makes sense if you haven't had this type of friendship or connection before. And I don't know that you're really going to get out of it the attention and the stability that you were looking for, and you may grow resentful about it. So so my advice to you is, I wouldn't have any expectation about this. I wouldn't have any expectation about this. And be careful with your neighbors. As someone, I have to ask Natalie. I wonder if I think I have a curse with my neighbors because since I was a kid, I've always had an issue with my neighbors. Always. And I think I just need to move out into the country in the middle of nowhere. But then my friend had a rattlesnake in her backyard yesterday. So now I was like, yeah, I'm going to go buy a house. And then she had a rattlesnake. And I'm like, I don't think I want to buy a house. Maybe I should just get a townhouse. This has nothing to do with your reading. I'm going to keep on moving. We're going to keep it moving. Okay. Sun in the 5th house. Are you having fun? I think the answer is no. I don't mean to laugh. Aries, Sun in the 5th house. This is like, let's go. Let's have fun. Let's go randomly hang out. Sometimes it's hard to randomly hang out. Like maybe they're at work. Maybe you're at work. Maybe they're sleeping. Maybe they're in the bathtub. You're ready to run out the door. Just be careful with your neighbors. Because if things go south and you're like sharing a wall or you're next to them or or I have other people who like just don't take care of their animals and their dog is always barking. It's insane. 5 of Pentacles. Don't rely on this person because I think that you may be, I don't know that you're going to be able to spend as much time with them as they want to. They also might have the hots for you and they may think that this is going to be like a friends with benefits situation. That's up to you. You do what you want to do here. SB. Because you're like, I want to go to the movies, and they may be like, I'm trying to holler at you. Open, say yes, expand through the extremes, trust life. Reunion, soul recognition, partnership, friendship. Yeah, you may have a past life connection with this person as well. We have creativity, ideas, inspiration, writer, channel. And there's nothing wrong with going to the movies by yourself. And I don't know if you're someone who does stuff like that, but maybe you'll want to do more stuff by yourself. Spirit, what other information can I give to SB about this situation? And if you're not having fun or you're feeling, here's what to look out for in a nutshell, and I'll stop rambling. With the Queen of Swords, if you're feeling resentful or if you're feeling left out in the cold or if you're feeling freaking annoyed by this person, it's probably a sign that it's not the right thing. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune in, trust, and learn to trust it. Your intuition's going to tell you. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. Yeah. See what happens in this situation. Enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. Also value yourself. Okay. On that note, I'm going to let you go. And I will leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.